the Roe v. Wade reversal is expected to significantly impact the nation's doctors and medical students. A team from UC San Francisco and UCLA predict that abortion training will be decimated at half of the country's obstetrics and gynecology residency programs.
Yeah, they say that's because 45% of OBGYN residencies are currently in states that are likely to outlaw abortions, and they warn the impacts could be far-reaching. In the wake of Roe v. Wade falling, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas is setting off a firestorm, saying that contraception and LGBTQ rights should also be reconsidered.
KTLA 5's Chip Yost joins us live from La Palma with reaction to Justice Thomas's remarks, which could be setting up more legal battles on those issues. Chip.
Yeah, hey there, Sharon. Pedro. When the draft opinion in this case was leaked more than a month ago, speculation immediately began about what this case could mean for other cases like gay marriage. Now that the opinion is out officially, we're hearing from some of the justices themselves on that question. In announcing its landmark decision overturning Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court majority made a point to say this ruling was solely about abortion. Writing for the majority, Justice Samuel Alito wrote, "And to ensure that our decision is not misunderstood or mischaracterized, we emphasize that our decision concerns the constitutional right to abortion and no other right. Nothing in this opinion should be understood to cast doubt on precedents that do not concern abortion." However, cast doubt on other precedents is what Justice Clarence Thomas seemed to do. While agreeing with the majority that this case was only about abortion, Justice Thomas wrote his own concurring opinion, suggesting that the rationale used by the majority to overturn Roe could also be used to overturn other landmark cases.
And what he's referring to here is gay marriage and contraception and all of the entire line of cases that basically rest on the same foundation that Roe rested on, which is the right to privacy and liberty. And so even though the majority is basically trying to say, this is just about abortion, Justice Thomas is essentially weighing in to say, no, it can be a lot more, about a lot more.
Chip Yost back with us live. Let's talk a little bit more about the dissent from the court's liberal-leaning justices.
Yeah, in a way, the liberals kind of agreed with Justice Thomas on this. Justice Thomas, of course, one of the more well-known conservative justices on the court. The three liberal justices wrote their own dissenting opinion very vigorously or very much against the opinion of the court today, saying it was a bad decision, but they said they believe Justice Thomas over some of the other justices who said this is only about abortion, this doesn't apply to any other cases. They basically said they don't think this is the end of this kind of case. They believe that we could see the conservative majority use this same rationale in future cases like we talked about, possibly involving gay marriage and other issues that have come before the court before.